Hi, it's Roxy Manning, and I am chatting with the dynamic duo of Costello Tagliapietra. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Good. How are you doing? Very good. Well, this is so exciting, this capsule collection here at Barney's. How did this start? How come about it?
For years we've been doing clothes at this kind of $2,000 price point of high-end designer clothing, and over the years we've been working with so many women who couldn't really afford those dresses because they essentially equated to rent. For us it was like, we knew we wanted to reach a wider audience. So when we were offered the opportunity to kind of launch C&T at this, amazing price point and not really approach it as a diffusion line, but really approach it as, a standalone designer company that really stood under the umbrella of Costello Tagliapietra, we couldn't refuse it.
I thought it was really interesting because I believe you mentioned that you designed this collection so a woman could inject her personality into the clothes. Why is that so important?
We come from a line of dressmakers. That's in our family and in our blood, and I think there's sort of an art of dressing that's been lost. I think I think we've all gotten a little used to throwing things on like a t-shirt or a shift dress. Where with this, it's like we have these moments that that's all. There's the ease of that t-shirt, but there's still this kind of ability to kind of make it your own, which I think is really important. It's a nice way to make a dress last longer than one wear. You can kind of reinterpret it, revisit it.
It is. The designs, the draping, the colors, it does seem very timeless. So that's something that you were really conscious about when you were designing?
Absolutely. The way we design, I don't think really approach things necessarily in a trend-driven manner. It's sort of, that's always there, obviously, it's an important thing, but it's also creating something that does exist beyond the season. It's something that really, again, it goes back to the idea of something that lives with you. It's something that you can really just fall in love with.
What's really interesting too is that you guys design all these really beautiful feminine pieces and kind of tough, rugged guys. So tell me a little bit about that juxtaposition.
The funny thing is, our image really just comes from us. That's just the way we've been. We met 17 years ago wearing basically the same clothes we wear now. And the femininity of our clothes really just comes from the hand. Growing up in families who were dressmakers, it's sort of the only thing we knew. We knew how to make feminine clothing, and I think it's also our aesthetic. I think there's always this sort of undercurrent inspiration of just dreamlike kind of imagery, and finding inspirations from paintings and sort of keeping it on that otherworldly level. And to us, there's a innate femininity in that.
So is there anything that you can tell us about spring/summer 2013? I know. You guys are already ahead, but
that's we're I think the way it's kind of going is it started with some paintings we did, which we're using as prints, and it's really the idea of gesture and seeing how that gesture kind of plays with the body form, and I think that's really where it's going. It's hard to say because things change, but it's really at the base of where we're headed is that idea of gesture and movement.
And hopefully you'll get some downtime before you guys show in September. Any interesting summer plans? I know. How do you down there?
Well, we just did this little week-long press tour. It's the summertime's all about friends, so it's always nice to have weekends and connect with friends and go to the beach. Even if it's in the New York area, it's fun.
And of course, talk about fashion 24/7, right?
Of course. No, it is true. It seems like whenever you're friends with people who aren't in this industry, that's all about.
Exactly. You can't escape it no matter what. Well, we don't want you to escape it because we love your designs. Thank you so much.